Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. In this video, I want to talk about some of the benefits of PMF therapy. Now, I'm usually asked, hey, I have X condition, can PMF therapy help that? And the answer is usually yes, which sounds kind of unbelievable at first, but what I want to do is explain what PMF therapy is doing in your body. Then I'll talk about some of the conditions I've personally seen it benefit, and it will help you understand why it could potentially help with so many different things. So, first thing we have to kind of lay out here is when people see, hear, read about PMF therapy, they immediately think of things like a TENS unit that maybe a physical therapist would use, that you can see that pulsing when you attach the electrodes. But something like a TENS unit is superficial, okay? It's at the surface level, the nerve level, versus something like PMF actually acts on a cellular level in your body. And that's really important. And what I mean by that is we know it's been known for a long time. You have what are called voltage gated, for example, voltage gated calcium channels in your body. And these are on muscle cells, all types of different cells in your body. Now, these voltage gated channels, just like the name implies, it has to carry a certain voltage for that gate to open. If it doesn't, calcium has a tough time getting in. Now, as we get older, as we sustain injuries, as our health maybe deteriorates, we can actually see that voltage go down over time. So we have a tougher time, for example, getting that calcium into the cell. So it makes sense if there was a way to kind of charge those gated channels, we could see more calcium get into the cells, see some of those benefits. And that's what we see with PMF. When you give somebody PMF therapy, they are able to see those gated channels open more. We're able to see calcium get into the cell. And when that happens, here's some cool things that go on. Number one, we know, in that I'm referencing studies here. This is not just me making stuff up. I'll put a link to the actual study in the description, but they found that there was an increase in mitochondrial respiration. Now, your mitochondria are the powerhouses, they are the engines of your cells. They take the food we eat, they convert it to energy in the form of ATP. So, to say that mitochondrial respiration was increased is saying that your mitochondria can now make more energy, they're making more ATP. So that's the first thing they found. And then they found an increase in a substance called calcineurin, which helps with immune function. So we saw immune improvements. Then we saw the ability to actually increase the number of mitochondria that your body is actually making. Now, points 1 and 3 are really important because not only are you getting more energy, but you're also getting an increase in the things that help you make energy. So an increase in energy, not just like, hey, I feel more awake energy, but you have more energy to fuel your immune system, your metabolism, all these processes in your body that are going on, you now have more energy to handle those things. Hopefully that makes sense. So increase energy, increase blood flow, increase immune function. Now let's just talk about the benefits I've seen either in myself or in patients that I've seen use it and use it correctly. I've seen improvements patients with Parkinson's disease. We have more and more evidence now that Parkinson's disease may be a mitochondrial dysfunction, so this makes complete sense. Kidney disease, and I've seen people that were about to go on dialysis who were able to avoid that, drop down a stage and not have to do dialysis. I've seen it help with insomnia and anxiety, PTSD, a lot of pain conditions. We have a lot of folks who use PMF to help with pain, whether that's knee pain, back pain, overall body pain from some sort of injury, those sorts of things. It's excellent for bone density. NASA uses PEMF technology to basically fight off the effects of that zero gravity environment in space. Remember that calcium influx, okay? Pelvic floor dysfunction, bone breaks, very fast. We have x-rays showing this very rapid healing up of those bone fractures. faster healing as far as wound and infections go, sports injury and recovery. You can see that the benefits, I could go on with more. The point being, the biggest takeaway from this video is that PMF therapy it's not the machine doing anything for your body other than it's helping your body operate more effectively. It's giving your body essentially the charge it needs for those channels to now open and your body can operate more effectively. Your body is the one that's doing it, but PMF is giving you that charge for those voltage gated calcium channels to open, as an example. Now, a lot of people want to ask more questions about PMF therapy, and I get more and more of them. Please go to my website, sign up for my email list. I talk a lot more about PMF therapy there, including my personal recommendations, but that will give you the opportunity to be on my list, ask me questions, and that's where I like to do that. I don't like to take up these videos. I just want to give information, and if you're more interested in PMF therapy specifically, make sure to go to that link and get on my email list. So hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.